All right, today's date is December 9th, 2021. In Wilbarger County, Texas, call cause number 29312 in the interest of Ermiah Johnson. What says the state?
The state's ready.
Also present by audio and video is Tyler Johnson. Are you ready, Ms. Johnson? Ms. Johnson, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Also present by audio and video is DeAndre Cook. Are you ready to proceed, sir?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Ware, you may call your first witness.
The state calls Tyler Leanne Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Ms. Ware.
Ma'am, would you please state your name?
Tyler Johnson.
Are you the mother of, I'm sure I'm going to mess this up, but Ermiah Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How old is he?
He's a year.
Okay. And who is his biological father?
DeAndre Cook.
Okay. And paternity testing's been conducted and it confirms that he's the father, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you requesting today that the court order that DeAndre Cook is the biological father of your child and establish the parent-child relationship?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, after your son was born, did you and Mr. Cook live together at all?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Did you tell him you were pregnant? You thought this was his baby?
Yes.
Okay. What did he say in response to that?
He didn't think so.
Okay. Did you tell him when your son was born?
Yes. Right after.
Right after?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you tell him? Did you call him or write him, or how did you?
It was a text message.
Okay. And what was his response to that?
He didn't believe so.
Okay.
We only had an encounter one time.
Okay. Since your son's been born, has Mr. Cook sent you any money for child support?
No.
Are you requesting that the court order retroactive child support back to your son's date of birth?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have any family violence issues with Mr. Cook regarding yourself?
No.
Okay. But you have family violence issues with somebody else, correct?
Yes.
And who is that person?
My first child's father,
What's his name?
Latreon Scott.
Okay. And what kind of family violence issues do you have with Mr. Scott?
It was a statutory rape case.
Okay. So because of that, are you requesting that the court grant a non-disclosure finding and keep your address and phone number and other personal information out of the court order so Mr. Scott can't get a hold of it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that including that information would put yourself in danger or your children in danger from Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Okay. How is your son insured?
Say that again.
How is Ermias insured for medical insurance?
Medicaid?
You have health insurance available through a job or any other means at a reasonable cost?
No.
Okay. Do you believe it would be in your child's best interest for Mr. Cook to be ordered to pay child support?
Yes.
Okay. Has Mr. Cook ever seen the child?
In photos. No.
Just photos, okay, but never in person.
No.
Okay, and why is that?
We live in different states.
Okay. Mr. Cook currently lives in Mississippi, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's quite, far away from Vernon, correct?
Right.
If the court ordered Mr. Cook to have some kind of visitation with the child that started out with you present, so the child knows, knows somebody there, would you have any objection to that?
No.
Okay. Is there a time of day and day of the week that would work better for you and your child?
Maybe just weekends. We're pretty busy during the week.
Well, that's up to the court. I'm asking you, what would work better for you and your son?
Probably Sundays.
Okay, from what time to what time?
Maybe like 10 to 2.
Okay.
Do you attend any kind of church activities?
We don't at the moment.
Okay.
If the court eventually ordered Mr. Cook to have weekend visitation with the child, would you request that be that the child leave the state of Texas?
No.
You're not requesting that, or yes, you are requesting that?
No, I'd rather him stay in Texas.
Okay, and why is that?
Because I don't travel, and so I would like for him to stay around Texas.
Okay, even if Mr. Cook came and picked him up and returned him to you?
That's a hard question.
Okay. I'm not talking about right this minute because he's only a year, but like eventually 2 or 3 years down the road, would he be able to have visitation elsewhere?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the court regarding any of these issues I haven't asked you about?
No, I'm okay.
All right. The state passes the witness.
Mr. Cook, do you have any questions you want to ask Ms. Johnson? If you do, they need to be in the form of a question right now.
No.
Okay. Anything else you want me to know, Ms. Johnson?
No, ma'am.
All right. You may call your next witness.
The state calls DeAndre Cook.
Mr. Cook, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. All right, Ms. Ware.
Sir, would you please state your name?
DeAndre Cook.
Okay, and paternity testing indicates that you are the father of this child, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other minor children?
Yes.
How many?
4.
Are they your biological children?
Yes.
Do they live with you?
No.
Are you ordered to pay child support for any of them?
No.
Okay. Where are you currently employed?
Applebee's.
Okay. Do you get paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much an hour are you making?
$12.50.
And how many hours a week do they have you working?
22.
Okay. And that's your only job?
Yes.
You don't have income from anything else like disability payments, workers' comp, stocks, bonds, real estate, anything like that?
No.
Okay. And you've heard Ms. Johnson testify that when she was pregnant, she told you that she's pregnant and she thought this was your baby. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
Okay. And you heard Ms. Johnson testify that when her son was born, that she texted you to let you know that. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Since your son's been born, have you sent Ms. Johnson any money for child support?
No.
Okay. You live in what state, sir?
Mississippi.
Okay. Do you eventually want to have some in-person visitation with your son?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be able to possibly come to Texas, you know, and see your son on a weekend here and there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any objection to the court ordering some kind of initial visitation where the mother's present, so the child, so there's somebody there who the child knows?
No.
Okay. What is your work schedule, sir?
Monday through Friday.
Okay. So weekends would work out for you for some kind of visitation.
Yes.
Okay. Are you also requesting at the court, because of the distance between the two of you, order some kind of electronic visitation, like through FaceTime or something like that with the child?
Yes.
And have you all done that before?
No.
Okay. Is there anything you want to tell the court regarding any of these issues I have?
No.
Okay.
Have any family in the Vernon area, Mr. Cook?
No.
Hmm. Okay. How did you and Ms. Johnson meet by chance?
I was working in Vernon at the power plant. I met her at Walmart.
Okay. So do you have friends in the Vernon area?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You've cut ties with that and moved to Mississippi then. How long have you been in Mississippi?
All my life. The job was just temporary. It was like a 2-week job.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's all the questions I've got. Let's have closing.
Your Honor, the state would request that the court find that DeAndre Cook is the biological father of the child and establish the parent-child relationship, that the court, based on the party's testimony, make the appropriate conservatorship and possession orders, that the court order a non-disclosure finding for Ms. Johnson's information, not because of the Cook, but because of the father of one of her other children. The state requests that the court order, based on Mr. Cook's current income, child support of $208 a month to begin the 1st of January of 2022. Neither party has health insurance available at a reasonable cost. The child is on a government health plan. The state would request that the court order the child remain on a government health plan at this time and order Mr. Cook to pay $47 a month medical support beginning the 1st of January of 2022. The state requests that Mr. Cook be ordered to pay a retroactive child support judgment from the child's date of birth to today's date of $2,640 at $75 a month beginning the 1st of January of 2022, and that he be ordered to pay court costs by the Wilbarger County District Clerk no later than the 1st of January of 2023.
Hold on, say that last part again. You broke up.
Okay. The state also requests that Mr. Cook's court costs as billed by the Wilbarger County District Clerk no later than the 1st of January of 2023.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, from
Yes,
your
ma'am.
point of view, what would be fair for me to do?
Well, I'm not even going to ask for back pay if we can just move forward from here.
Okay. Mr. Cook, what do you think would be fair for me to do?
I don't know. I ain't never been in this situation, but I think if I'm trying to be active in the child's life and hold up my end, saying that's my kid, I don't think I should have to pay $300 a month. But that's just my thought.
Okay. All right, based on the testimony and evidence, then this is my decision. I do find, Mr. Cook, that you're the legal and biological father of Ermias and order the parent-child relationship established for all purposes. I'm appointing joint managing conservators, meaning you share equal rights to make decisions about Ermias, but he will continue to live with Ms. Johnson. She has the right to designate his residence. All right, as to child support, I'm ordering Mr. Cook to pay Ms. Johnson child support of $147 per month, starting January 1st of 2022. I'm also ordering him to pay $50 per month for the Medicaid. And if there's any bills for Ermias that aren't covered by Medicaid, then each parent pays half. But Medicaid generally covers everything. Ms. Johnson, does Ermias have any unusual medical bills?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. So 147 on the child support, 50 a month on the medical. I'm granting the request for $1,764 of retroactive support to be paid at $25 per month, also starting January 1st. So, Mr. Cook, let's see, your total is going to be $222 a month, and they will send a check or an order to your employer to get that coming out weekly if you are paid weekly. So it'll be a little over $50 a week. As to visitation, I'm ordering 5 visits supervised by Ms. Johnson on Sundays from 12 to 4 to stay within Wilbarger County. After that, I'm granting the standard visitation order, but you must complete the 5 visits first. But I'm also ordering telephone visitation with Ermias on every Thursday night from 7 to 8 p.m. So if you want to FaceTime with him or get on the computer, you can, or you can do just telephone and get him familiar with your voice. And obviously that will be more important when Ermias is a little older for you to establish that. All right. In the standard visitation, after you've done the 5 supervised visits, there is a part that's especially for parents of children who live very far apart. And you'll need to look for that. I'm going to waive court costs. Any other relief I need to address?
Yes, we're granting a non-disclosure fine.
I'm granting the non-disclosure finding, Ms. Johnson. You don't have to have your address or phone number or anything in the court order. What I want you to do, Ms. Johnson, is give a contact number that Mr. Cook could use to tell you he wants to come visit. And that doesn't mean, I don't want it to be your phone number. I want it to be some relative or some friend who, if Mr. Cook calls them, you will be absolutely sure that they will give you the message, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Any other relief I need to address?
Is the court going to require the contact to be in the court order, or is the court going to, after we get off the record, ask Ms. Cook, Ms. Johnson to give that to Mr. Cook?
We'll let Ms. Johnson think about it for a minute and then just tell you what the contact number will be, okay? Ms. Johnson, don't hang up right away. Let me tell you both that there is a period of 3 business days during which you can request a new hearing. If you do, you get a new hearing in front of Judge Byrd, and he'd start over and make his own decision. If nobody does that, this order, though, starts to become final, and you will get a copy by mail or by email within about 2 weeks. If you don't get a copy of your order, call the Wichita Falls Attorney General's office and remind them to send you one, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. We're done.
All right.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Johnson, if you will stay a minute and let me move you back to the breakout rooms and give Ms. Ware your contact well, it's just us now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to put that in the order?
A contact number that she can put in the order. The phone number of a friend or relative.